Pretty sure you're enjoying the new year. You're celebrating it with the family and friends, and hopefully everybody is doing amazingly well. Welcome to BTM Afrika. My name is NYDJ, and guess who I have on the channel today? Amazing personality, award-winning, someone who's actually broken the jinx and made records that nobody is yet to make. His name is Kofi Kinaata. Back in Takoradi at some point in time, they used to say that Kofi Nkaho. If anything happens in Takoradi, Kofi has to be a part of it. His name is Kofi Kinaata. To move, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BTM Afrika.
Joe mic check 1 2 obi ni movie. We see peg obi ni name obi or record obi so move come Kofi Kinaata. I say you are watching BTM Afrika. Move.
All right, guys, so I told you, Kofi Kinaata is my guest on the show today. Kofi? Orkodo, to move.
To move.
And move every Takoradi, Akon Kran, Abakumasi. Akotamale.
I'm in Kumasi now.
I hope you're doing very well.
Very, very well. I was a little bit tired, but I had a nap, a quick one.
Yeah.
Fine now.
Yeah, great. But I mean, let me say Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
And of course, you played some of the bigger shows. Like, I saw your itinerary, I saw all the events. I'm like, Kofi is one of the artists who have played almost all the shows this festive season.
Yeah.
How are you doing it?
You know, it's the festive season, as you said, and December is, people will say, our cocoa season. So far as your song is there, you have to be there.
Yeah.
So sometimes you feel tired, but meeting the fans is very refreshing. And it makes you want to meet them, want to have fun with them.
Yeah. Interesting. I saw a video of yours. I think you went to perform in Tamale.
Yes.
There was a 70-year-old man or 60-year-old?
It was 60.
60-year-old man. And he was singing to your song. He was like...
In Tamale.
The Tamale makes it a bit different for you, eh? You're like...
the man, he hardly speaks
Chi.
And
Or should I say he hardly speaks Akan? Any of that?
Yes. Let's say Chi. You know, when Chi is very common. People
of course,
people prefer speaking Chi than Fanti. Fanti is very kind of dicey. So he hardly speaks Chi. Throughout our conversation, he will speak in English.
Okay.
And when they drop the song, he will speak Fanti. What baffles me was that he was singing Sweetie Pie, and I thought, okay, it's normal to do the chorus. The chorus is
very
okay
catchy. Everybody can sing.
So they were playing a live band. He was performing with me, so he was doing the singing. And after everything, I wanted to come in and do the rap just to cover up.
Yeah.
The man started doing the rap. And I was shocked, at the same time I was excited. And
I'm thinking these are some of the things that actually get you going.
Yes.
It makes you feel very, very good. Amazing. Let's talk about your recent song. You dropped a new song that is Opry. You see, I talked about some of the records that you've broken, which I'll be getting to. But you did Opry. And in that song, in as much as you are drumming home a message, it sounds funny, it sounds interesting. People want to listen. What inspired that song?
A whole lot. You know, you can relate to.
I can.
Place and there will be a person there, like a busybody. He wants to be heard everywhere. He wants to be seen everywhere. So, you know, doing music, you have to address certain things. It shouldn't be one way. Creativity shouldn't be about guess. So sometimes you have to look at certain things in the society that you think people can relate, that you talk about. So it's something that is not different. You can give a whole lot of examples. So that was something to dance with and to have fun, have a vibe with it.
So there's that part of the song where you talk about we did streets, like, you know, there are so many people on social media where like we did streets. But make us say
in this street though, she is more also is a chill out tweet with this streets.
Interesting. Really interesting. But let's move from that now. Let's look at Kofi Kinaata. I mean, You have set a record with the VGMAs. 4 times Songwriter of the Year.
Yes.
How do you do it? Are you pressured when you are writing now? Because you know, Charlie, I've done it 4 times. I'm still looking forward to that. Do you write with that in mind?
No, it's not something that I intentionally do for the awards. Yeah, I just make sure I put in the works. I think about the fans. I mean, now they are family. I think about the family and the kind of work that I'm taking to them. Will they appreciate it? You see, so that's the thing that I consider. I have a whole variety of fans, and everybody has this kind of mentality.
Yeah.
For you to, you can't please everybody, but for you to meet them at certain points, you should put in a whole lot of work. So that's what I do. I think about the fans. I make sure my message is direct. I make sure I do 1 or 2 researches. I make sure.
That means a lot of work gets into it.
You know, most of the songs that we will say is advising or is educating. Some of them are boring. You just have to listen to. It's boring. So make sure you are educating people at the same time, entertaining them at the same time. Like, you know,
bringing in some excitement, things that they can talk about.
The Wopre that we just spoke about, Wopre is trying to tell you that be yourself. You know Rich, you know Rich. Don't go.
What do you be a child for club? Nippon and Jamaica say you so, but what the champagne?
Champagne. What on a bed? It's just be yourself. Don't try so hard to fit in. So that's what I'm talking about. I had to put in certain things to just make it interesting and entertaining. So that's what we do, and at the end of the day, you will end up winning awards. I mean, the award is bonus. Sometimes it's good to have an award just for the fans' sake. Sometimes act as a bragging rights for the fans. You know, they will have to, they will want to brag with your awards and things like that. But for me, I don't think the awards should define you. You should just be yourself, and when the awards come, fine. Okay,
so basically for you, it's about putting out quality music that your fans can enjoy. When the awards come in, it comes as a bonus. Beautiful.
That's what I do.
Beautiful. For the past few years, I mean, ever since you left High Grade, you've been on your own. I mean, we knew you as a rapper, like hardcore. That's what you were doing back in Takoradi. Why did you change? At what point did you decide to change? Did you realize that, Charlie, rap non-family koshi?
It wasn't non-family koshi time. You know, even the rap had a lot of good messages in the rap, but I realized because of the rap, people didn't hear the message. People didn't get the message. So I started dropping, you know, started doing singing. That people went back to listen to my rap and found out that, it had a message. So I was speaking fancy, typical fancy as well. And even my kind of fancy, people who speak cheap, the account people don't even
get it very well. You are speaking elective fancy.
Elective fancy. So just think about people who speak Ghana. You know, people have to, if even they can't listen to they can't get your lyrics. The rap is just poetry. What is poetry? When a listener cannot understand what you are saying. But when you add the singing, you have melodies, rhythms. Even if he doesn't understand, he or she doesn't understand, he or she can dance to it. And that was what I was trying to do.
And so far, so good. Do you intend ever? I mean, ever, like I'm sure you can say, you can actually testify to it. That ever since you switched and decided to do more of the singing, the career has actually jumped, like maybe from a 50 to like a 150, and you're on a roller coaster ride all of a sudden doing everything that you do. It's been that long from that time, High Grade, to Team Move and working on your own record. One thing that a lot of people have asked, despite all the hit songs that Kofi Kinaata has, all the records he's making, you don't have an album yet. Why? Has it escaped you? Or
no, but you know, at first I was worried about our attitude towards album.
We sleep on them.
Yeah, we don't intend to listen to what is in the song. And for me, my weapon is my lyrics. You just have to listen to what I'm saying. So the way they were treating other albums, I didn't like it. I would go and listen to Samini's album, and you know, like 7 bangers.
Yeah.
But people would just brush it off, just listen to it for listening's sake, then they will go. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that. So I'll give you one. I make sure you soak it.
Yeah.
You get the message, the inspiration, the education, the entertainment, whatever it is. We move to the next song. So whatever they are listening to album, but I make sure it's one. You learn it, then we go to another stage. 2. Yeah.
So you're acting like a class 1 teacher.
Yes.
Until you're able to say A, we don't move to B.
No, you can't waste the lyrics like that. Yeah.
You say we can't waste lyrics like that.
You can't waste the lyrics because I'm pretty sure that if Susuka were to be on an album, people would just listen and brush it up to another song.
Yeah.
But because it was single, you have nothing to listen to. But Susuka is what the issue now, you have to listen to it.
Yeah.
And you might end up getting all the messages in it. But I think things are changing now. People are paying attention to albums now. So I intend to give you one. You
intend to give one. So it means you are reconsidering your thoughts now.
Yes.
I mean, you are not the only person speaking about this. I've heard Joy B talk about it. You talk about Samini. I listened to Samini's Untamed album.
Yes.
There are lots of great songs on them. Other artists release albums. Jupiter released an album. Others release albums. And I realize that maybe there's just a lead single that gets all the attention. And all the others, like they go down the drain.
I don't know. They listen to, some of them listen to songs like okay, we are eating and it's in a disposable, let's say, bowl.
As soon as we are done,
we go to another. No, that's not how we consume music. We are still listening to Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Those songs were
from way back.
Their way back. We weren't even born. Our senior brothers weren't even born. But we are still listening to them. It's because the white people or the other side of the world, they have listening attitude. They will put Eminem in it. They make sure they listen to Eminem the whole week. The album, they have to soak the album. They have to know the album. Unlike our cases, they will listen to the album and move to the next song. They skip. They are done. They are listening to another song.
What do you think could have caused this, especially with our people? Do you have any idea? You think?
We have just lowered the bar. Music, what we call music now, will be nothing those days. So we have just lowered the bar. So anything enters. Anything enters. So I don't know what to say. I'm very sorry for the next generation.
Why you are scared that the next generation might just be listening to something they will call music, but will not be music?
Yes, because that's the only thing they hear on radio. That's the only thing people play. We tend to focus on, let's say, popular songs.
What's trending?
Popular songs. What's trending? And music shouldn't be that way. No, we have some songs that you have to listen to. It shouldn't be a hit. You just have to listen to, and the song will grow on you. A song like Behind the Scene. When I released it, Behind the Scene, people sat on radio stations and compared it to Things Fall Apart, and
they wanted to wait.
Yes, and I was talking about 2 different things.
Exactly.
Yes, so when somebody's talking about the Bible and somebody's talking about Pornhub, excuse me to say, people focus on the porn. So every topic.
So you know that side.
Yes, every topic and the kind of attention
that gets.
So people sat on the radio and we were comparing it to Things Fall Apart, and they were like, it couldn't meet the expectations and blah, blah, blah. If I were some up and coming art, I would be, it would damp my spirit. But I knew what I was doing. They played the song small, and now behind the scene, it's everywhere. They won the songwriter of the year. So we started a song. We shouldn't dance with every song. Some songs.
Of course, I think I understand you in that. I remember I spoke to Ochame Kwame and he says, listen, most of my songs, when I release them, I don't expect them to hit in the next 3-5 months. It will take like 6 months, because that's when people have now soaked it and they can now understand what the song is really about. So I think that's the same with you. But for you, you are instant hit machine. Like
no, I don't even think about hits.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, just when you drop it, it automatically falls on the people.
Yeah,
and
I have a message in the song, and I just want you to get it. That's all. And when people get a message, you see it online. Your people will go and search for my numbers and call and testify. They will call and tell me their testimonies. People will be crying on the phone, telling me, "Oh, I heard this song, and since then I've stopped worrying myself. I heard this song, and since then I've stopped overthinking." Things like that. They inspire you.
Interesting. Interesting. Guys, you're watching BTM Africa. My name is NYDJ. Big shouts to our very own the Creativita for always supporting us. Of course, to Hooper as well, to Bell and to Nanatutu for always making sure that this actually happens. Okay, now let's look at one thing that's become a subject everybody is talking about. Is a general one. This whole Ghana, Nigeria, back and forth on social. For you, Grady, also this year is the year of BTM. You always come in with that humor. When the tension is so high, you come in with that humor to settle things down. I mean, you say year of BT. What do you make of this whole thing? I mean, do you think the call is necessary? Do you think we could have done it better? Do you think, so far as we are getting the results, that's it?
Yeah, it's 50-50 for this one. I would want to speak vernacular.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Nti your area bi wa hwan ti da bro chilipo ekita ska ahinipo Ghana ni ekita de biska one ton asase mo wo no matter ahina is scared the bay the area no one ton asase mo go enfi ho citizen okita coins whatever man nti there are certain things are there as a citizen enjoy and then obi kite skinty, he will pay you well, he will do this, he will ebo we no na ikuna ngasa no ndi ebi na nkofu bi afa nti we yankon ekoni fie obo wo fie be didi but ekoni fie o mo we di ban
adnet ban si
de ban po de si ada wo so e for ho adwen adasa oye de yelokun
to them ma e
you bas abakasa no oh me please allow for me akwede de me nyana nkasa enti no ade no we dey ne dey atasa ehwa sa akwede ka the same thing but senior man obi understand our approach in the issue while in the bio on obaka the play na achilo na insult no ba di bia ma na wa say no but aside that say you na yesterday brothers you na yellow boy hand to hand oba wo fia dey open up man so dem ebe ni fia open up man nti enti before we dey see the na nkare e ne de me yellow kwa kache dem ko fun na was the agent of Africa we look on well capital no polo ona Ghana obey pel nti abani we hu ha kekre ya agent opolo ne do afọ wa play we agent ko oje do afọ de ba di atasa ihu abadi wa ade ne ko kase ya pele je ho ne ba fa ha kekre ono on denchen me ya sure na wo ba ha we dey tulba club dey DJ boy na nwom ana dey nti no yes system not then no be straight them no e boko ho one wonder was 80 20 say 85 15 or say nti no matter there be ni bia no o deserve that what the money what you feeling na more but the way you go no
obi e ti me bam
the e ye wo di ni ye ombla obi Africa no so obi abita be di promo obi opedo ye but e dey with there if you for one privilege ni powerful one privilege that is it onye dey hatred be there you know why the obi ala yen system no there you fix the system now the last time you see need the pokono nam how you then put na nwom no
percentage bi obenya
no or 8:2 nti mo ba ye bia 8:2 no wala bobo atasa onye dey wo won kase ukrom na eto obi no krom nwom o failure na me na yen na no wo ye yo yenya Paris yenya yankofo abrofo oba wo so bobo yen wo hu ya na obi slave ship mo waloko we slaves atasa ado ye yo wan kase ti ukrom ne ukro na anya wo dia nti no me fa ma agri say bitin akabrofo
also says everything akabrofo but that's a very serious point you make right then I'm pretty sure saying institutions no mo yo majuma ya saa no ma we nyina be boa ma obi abi feel safe.
So we can't blame them. One year she, yen answer the blame na e kwan dey. 1 year she. Say na say e fix e na nyama. Things will be fine.
That's a very good point you making. The guys, I'm still speaking to none other than Kofi Kinaata, multiple award-winning musician, and of course, one that sets the records at the VGM. It seems like that particular category, either say only trigmatic in the maybe in no time, you name me after you, Anna.
When you go tell. More focus on the but just the Munjumini Nano, Minya would tell. Fine, as I Munju may be qualify for them category. Munju may be qualify for.
But sure, how long does it take for you to really do you write?
It depends. But sometimes you just
get the inspiration.
You compose them in your head. You know, and so I'm finding them in trouble. You be composing them while driving, you just pick a topic. Okay, I'm treating this topic. So you're saying anything, everything about the topic. And remember, it's 3 minutes. Or 3 minutes, some seconds.
Yeah.
So you have to say everything
within that 3 minutes.
Yes. And it's very difficult. Sometimes you have to take some lyrics out. This WordPress song, I have to take a lot of lyrics out because I didn't want to do a very lengthy song. Yeah.
But how long does it take you, perhaps, if you write a song?
Okay, if the demand is high, a song like the irregular migration song for IOM.
Yeah.
They were in a hurry to put it out there because the migrant day was approaching.
Yeah.
So I think it was in a day.
Whoa.
It was in a day, but the instrumentation and the SARS I have to organize them. So let's say 2 days. So a song like Coronavirus, I did the Coronavirus song. It was let's say 3 days. Yeah, because I took it to them. Oh, you have to say this one in it. It was only 3 minutes. They want me to say a whole pamphlet.
They don't understand how it works.
A song like the illegal fishing.
Fishing,
which I did with the Fisheries Commission. That one too. They were in a hurry, so like 2 days a day.
Wow, wow, amazing. I want to take us back to the whole Kofi Kinaata story. Obviously, you didn't get that prominence and that attention just once. You have this huge fan base in Takoradi, which I talked about. Say at some point in time, if anything happens in Takoradi and Kofi Kinaata, how did you build that? Because I'm sure if a lot of artists knew that, they could also start building from somewhere. How did you build it?
I'm one person that I'm principled. I don't do this and I don't do it. You can't convince me. I know who I am.
Okay.
The confidence level is there on your arrogance, but confidence, like I know what I can do. So certain things I'll look at it and you can't influence me. That is me.
When you take a decision, you are firm on that.
That is me. I've been in Accra for God knows. Whenever somebody sees me, it's either you speak fancy or I speak fancy, you speak your language, we talk. I can't speak your language. So I will speak fancy, you speak your language, we talk. So people will see me, they say, hey, go into that doing cranny answer because they will see me and they want to speak fancy too. Because I've made the fancy language,
very attractive.
That is who I am. And I'm always myself. I was in Takoradi, people were rapping in G, rapping and so on and so forth. Tried to sound like people, but I sounded like Kofi Kinaata. I was rapping in fancy. I was being me. That is me. I can't sit here and use some accent. That is not me. So I've been real, and the people have realized that okay, he's real. He's one of he's our own. He behaves just like us. This is me. I can't behave like somebody.
Have you had complaints? I mean, from people who say, Kofi, try and maybe do this, do a song in English. I mean, let me bring in Takoradi for instance. People have said, by now can also rap people when they didn't go international, they didn't go then. Have you had those kind of conversations or people come at you like that as well?
I hear those things a lot. But beyond any motive or you just have to know why you are doing music. And that's it. Some people who are doing music because they want to be famous, they want to be heard everywhere, they want to go international. In that case, you can start speaking French, German, so that you can go international. Like, you see, some people also came to music just to entertain people. And music has no language. We listen to Angelique Kudjo and the rest. We don't understand, but we love it. So that is one. At some point in time, we even had Cabo Snoop coming with when deck and all that. We didn't understand, but
Kapanganga style.
So that is one. You can be very powerful. You can be the reason why somebody wants to learn certain language. Because you are singing. People were speaking Patois because they were using it in songs, and
it became attractive
had
for
that influence in you, and you want to speak Patois. So why can't you do the same thing? Why should you speak someone's language before? I came into this music just to promote where I'm from. Just to put Western region Takoradi Ifukma on the map. It was Ifukma first, and we got from Ifukma we did it Takoradi Western region, and now we are representing Ghana. So we're step by step. Since they represent Ghana, or the Ghana for the delivery. As I represent Africa, step by step. That is what we are doing.
Beautiful. Now you set up something that's the Made in Takoradi Festival, and it's been years now. Over the years, it was more like a small one. Now it's become big. You had a corporate one in Accra, and you took the main one to Takoradi again. It looks like your people there, you are fully representing them, which is really understandable. How big do you want this to grow, like Made in Takoradi?
Okay, so I want it to be in the form of like a festival where we spend like a week with like various activities. That's the motive. And besides, I've been the one preaching about Takoradi. I have 25th in the new year. I'm just telling you to come and experience Christmas in Takoradi or New Year in Takoradi. So me telling you that, I have to make sure I'm putting certain things in place that will entertain you. So that is my form of my part, making sure anybody that I convinced to come to Takoradi during the Christmas season is entertained.
Wow.
And aside my own, we have a lot of like programs going on. The Made in Takoradi in the near future, we want to do it like a festival where people will come for like a week. And I would like to say big shout out to Koko Flick. He was there to support. Kofi Kinaata, Amrado was there.
I saw a lot of artists actually came out.
They love Takoradi.
Beautiful. He is like unofficially an ambassador for Takoradi, and he's been doing it for years. And I'm so proud of you. And I mean the growth that you've seen. Last 2 years we were on this same platform, and there's been a lot of growth. And I'm so proud of you. Actually, guys, it's been BTM Afrika, Kofi Kinaata, my guest. Kofi, before we go, what will be that song you do for the people? Because almost every time there's a particular song that comes up, and I'm sure that people would love to hear it. Would you do Opre? Or which one would you do?
Okay, then I'll do Opre.
Okay, so that's his latest single. Ladies and gentlemen, you are getting this for free. I mean, typically we'd have to pay him for him to do this, but he's doing this for free on BTM Afrika. So Kofi, the camera is yours.
We pull up in the Benz, you don't get work, but you won't buy Benz. You that your gang. Water pistol, you no get. Fioko, you no get gang. CC loading, they be a paper loading. Obwa, laptop, onibi, bring your client for our chat. So no wasi English F9. We the hustle for mama. We leave home to feed home. Wafre feeder one blend a gari. Chairman, wow, the two shorter. Follow back, how the champagne. Dore me. Club in the ball point, yeah, wash it. Hey, oh pity you, oh pity. Oh pity you, oh pity. Wo pere papa.
I mean, that's a beautiful song, guys. If you've not checked it out, go check it out already. It's on all the streaming platforms as Kofi Kinaata Opre. It's very hilarious, but I'm sure when you listen to it, you know that he's drumming home a particular message which you will need to learn from. Kofi, thank you very much for actually spending time with me. It's beautiful, and I'm so grateful that Anytime I call on you, you make the sacrifice for me. I'm so grateful, and I wish you the very best of the year. Hopefully the next time we sit like this, it will be another big thing for us to celebrate. Thank you very much for speaking to us on BTM Afrika.
Thank you. And there's this one message I would like to thank everybody.
Sure.
Yeah, I would like to thank the people of Kumasi, everybody, especially the people of Kumasi, because we are in Kumasi now. They've been holding Kofi Kinaata down. Yeah, you people focus on the lyrics, you listen to lyrics. All the DJs in Kumasi, thank you. Thanks for holding the culture.
Move. Guys, so that's it. BTM Afrika, subscribe, leave your comments, share, and let's get it going. My name is NYDJ. Once again, thanks to everybody who was a part of this. Catch you some other time.